Hello students and welcome to a new video. In this video we're going to speculate in present and future using the modal verbs must, can, could, may. Objectives. First, use modal verbs to speculate, and second, practice with some written exercises. Let's start. Before we speculate, let's see what the dictionary says about this word, so we know what we have to do. To speculate is to guess possible answers to a question, subject, when you do not have enough information to be certain. In other words, to speculate is to guess something. Speculate on this picture. So please take your time, look at the picture, stop the video, try to speculate, and then compare with the ideas that I'm going to give you here. Okay, so as you can see, there is a wedding. I can say they must be getting married near the beach. In the background, I can see the sea. They can be sad, obviously, because if they are getting married, they are happy. The guests may be late for the celebration. In the picture, we can just see few guests, not all of them. And finally, I bet she's crying of happiness. So my first three speculations were using the modal verbs must, can be, and may be. And in the last one, I used the expression I bet. So now let's analyze how these modal verbs and expressions work together to speculate. Modal verbs. A modal verb is a type of auxiliary verb that is used to express ability, possibility, permission, or obligation. Remember, anytime that we use a modal verb, after the modal verb, we need a verb in infinitive. So that's why I use must be, can be, may be. Modal verbs for speculating in present and future. The modal verbs that we can use are must, can't, the negative form, could, may, and might. Now let's see how we use each of these modal verbs. Can't. When something isn't true or something it is not possible or likely to happen, we use can't. We can use may, might, and could when there is a possibility to happen or it is possibly true. We use expressions like it is possible to use could and maybe for may and might. Remember that might is the past tense of may. And must when something is true or it's certain. Here we'll use expressions like I bet and I'm sure. Let's check some examples. We're using the expression I bet. I bet she's a genius. She must be a genius. You can say the same using the modal verb. I bet she works pretty hard. She must work pretty hard. So notice here we're using must plus be, must plus work. If we want to have a negative sentence, I bet she doesn't go out much. We're using here the present tense. She must not go out much. I bet she's graduating today. She must be graduating today. Okay, so here we had ing. We also have to use ing here. It's not possible she's more than 12. So we can change this expression. It's not possible for can be. She can be more than 12. It's possible he's one of her friends. He could be one of her friends. So we replace it's possible for could. Maybe he's her professor. So maybe here written together. He may be her professor. Modal verb plus the verb be. And maybe they're feeling sad. They might be feeling sad. Modal verb might plus be. In conversation, most uses of must and might, over 90%, are in affirmative statements. In negative statements, people usually say must not and might not with no contraction. So please keep that in mind for your speaking. Now let's practice. So here we have a picture of a little girl. She may be around 3 years old, 3 or 4 years old. She is sitting, it looks like on a bench maybe, in a shopping center, and she's crying. Maybe she's lost. So let's see what are the speculations about this picture. 1. Maybe she's lost. 2. I bet her parents are looking for her. 3. It's possible she's in trouble. 4. I bet she's scared. It's not possible she's on her own. 5. It's possible her mother is standing nearby. And 6. Maybe she's throwing a tantrum. So now what you have to do, you have to change these speculations using modal verbs. So remember here we need to look for keywords that tell us which is the modal verb that we have to use. Let's check one by one. Number 1, we have the keyword maybe. So for maybe we can use may or might. In this case the answer is she may be lost. Number 2, I bet her parents are looking for her. In this case the keyword is bet. We're talking about certainty. We have to use must. Her parents must be looking for her. Number 3, it's possible she's in trouble. So we have it's possible. This is the key expression. So we know that we have to use could. She could be in trouble. Number 4, here we have 2 sentences. I bet she's scared, and it's not possible. She's on her own. So for I bet, we're going to use must, and for it's not possible, can't. So as 2 sentences we have, she must be scared, she can be on her own. Number 5, it's possible her mother is standing nearby. Again, we have the expression it's possible, so we have to use could. Her mother could be standing nearby. And the last one, maybe she's throwing a tantrum. Maybe is the key word. So here we can use she must be throwing a tantrum or she may be throwing a tantrum. Okay, so this is all about speculations using modal verbs. So keep practicing at home. Thank you for your time and attention. See you in the next video. Bye bye.